It is purposeful chaos designed to deconstruct this republic away from what the Founding Fathers intended.
Hello, free citizens. It's John Strand bringing you Frontline Flash on location here at Clay Clark's ReAwaken America tour at the Trump National Doral in Miami, Florida. Joining us now is the one and only Doug Billings.
John, good to be with you, brother. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, man.
I mean, really, that's amazing, because that's a loaded question. With you, you've got so much going on. We're pulling for you. We're praying for you. God bless you.
I appreciate that, truly. So, Doug, tell me your perspective. What's like the temperature check right now? Obviously, January 6th specifically is an unbelievable situation. You can speak to that. But President Trump was just on CNN Town Hall and made it very clear he's pardoning the J6ers as he should.
Yes.
He also made it very clear that he's very electable. CNN even admitted that at the end of the town hall. Speak to that dynamic where basically they're trying to literally prosecute him for this rape that didn't happen and all these other nonsense things. They're legally trying to prevent him from being able to be the president, and they're trying to paint him as toxic in the public sphere that, oh, we can't touch this guy because he's indicted for 7,000 things.
Yeah, and you'll notice that every time they do this, and whatever false accusation comes against him, he rises up and he becomes more popular among his base, first of all, which is important. But then the average John and Jane Doe on the streets of America are going, wait a minute. All of this, they're throwing at this guy, and when you watch him on CNN, for example, he crushed it. He absolutely crushed it. He's sharp. He's together. He's not at all dementia-ridden like Administrator Biden.
Quite the opposite.
Quite the opposite. And I'll say this. President Trump is the only person on the planet who's already proven that he can not only reveal the deep state, he can deal with the deep state, he can deconstruct the deep state, and he's the only one, in my view, the only one out there that can do it. So I think that on our conservative side of the fence, we need the Ron DeSantis's, the Nikki Haley's, the Liz Cheney's,
She's not on our side.
And I was just going to say, none of those people really are. Nikki Haley is not our friend.
Not at all.
Mitch McConnell, not our friend. And so, for me, Trump's already proven it. He's the guy that can do it. The other candidates, and this is not an attack on the First Amendment and freedom of speech, but what I'm about to say is the other candidates should withdraw. And Trump is the guy. Trump's the guy. Now, for all of you out there that might be tempted to say, but the mean tweets and his personality, he's too aggressive. You got to first of all grow up, put on your big boy and girl pants, and let Trump be. You've got to be that way. You've got to be that way to deal with what's going on. And finally, I'll just say this real quickly. How dare any of us abandon President Trump after all of the arrows, the mud, the witch hunts that he's endured for America and for us? We have got to stand with him and to get him back in the White House.
Amen. And if anyone could say that they were disappointed or felt abandoned by Trump, it could be myself or others that are involved in the J6 persecution. But that's not the right way to look at it. President Trump made it clear that he understands the J6 issue. He's going to deal with it. So in the broader picture, as you mentioned, all these other people that are missing the big picture or distractions, we really need to understand how completely evil and really coordinated a lot of this globalist empire is. And clearly, Trump is in those crosshairs. We really need to get behind him and anyone who's truly America first and drive the ship in the right direction.
You're absolutely right. You hit on so much there that's so important. This primarily to realize that everything that we're facing in America, all of the chaos that we have seen since the day Administrator Biden took office, was given office, it's purposeful, folks. It is purposeful chaos designed to deconstruct this republic away from what the Founding Fathers intended. And cheers to you, John Strand, for enduring the mental anguish, the stress, and to be a guy that can sleep at night, that can carry yourself with dignity above all of that. Your day of reckoning is coming, and it's going to be a day where you're freed. And it's going to be through Trump, and it's going to be through the system of justice. And I know there's people that out there, you don't have a lot of faith in our justice system, and that's I understand. But John is going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And we as conservatives need to know that this chaos is purposeful, and the way out is for us to unite. United involvement together.
Yes.
We are, look, you and I are here at this Clay Clark event. There is no one more important than the people in the audience at these events. The We the People movement must come forward. We must endure, and we've got to always, always, always vote. Don't let the demon of cynicism, it's a rigged system, I'm not going to vote, don't let that happen to you. That is the demon of cynicism and complacency, and we cannot have that. We always vote as conservatives, and we understand, and you will understand this, and I'm sure you already do, that when you're in the midst of tragedy, adversity, and challenges, there are blessings waiting to be born.
Such a good word, Doug, and it's so true. Absolutely, folks, we have to vote, and beyond that, continue to get further involved, get out the vote, encourage people, like Doug was saying, to be united, to be well-informed. Thank you, Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson, for bringing real truth to Twitter, so that's a lot more doable now. But take that information and use it, equip yourself, get out there, even in the streets and protests, but in the ballot boxes and in your communities to educate and empower and encourage people to get involved so we can take back America together. We're gonna do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the real story of right now continues, and it is coming soon on the next Frontline Flash.